Welcome, fellow travelers. Today we explore Europe's most endangered cities, places of beauty and history now standing on the edge. These cities face rising seas, earthquakes, economic decline, and the slow exodus of their people. This is more than a travelogue, it's a story of vulnerability and resilience. We'll walk ancient streets, hear the pulse of communities, and witness their struggle for survival. As we count down 10 remarkable locations, we'll reveal which European jewel faces the greatest risk of being lost to time. Let's begin our journey to these cities on the edge, perhaps for one last time. Our journey begins in Venice, a city that seems to float, suspended between water and sky, its shimmering canals weaving through a labyrinth of history and dreams. Its marble palaces and winding waterways are a testament to human ingenuity, built on millions of wooden piles driven deep into the lagoon centuries ago. Once a powerful maritime republic, Venice now faces a relentless threat. The very sea that once protected and enriched it is rising, encroaching on its fragile foundations. Acqua Alta floods, once rare and almost mythical, now arrive with alarming frequency, turning iconic piazzas into shimmering lakes and slowly eroding the city's ancient stonework. The Mose floodgates, a marvel of modern engineering, rise from the depths to shield Venice from the tides. Yet their long-term success remains uncertain as climate change accelerates. Meanwhile, mass tourism floods the city by day, while a shrinking local population leaves its alleyways eerily silent at night, hollowing out the city's soul and traditions. Venice is not only threatened by the rising sea, but is also sinking under its own weight, a dual assault that places this unique city in constant precarious peril. Every high tide brings a fresh wave of anxiety as water seeps into priceless art galleries and historic homes, threatening treasures that have survived for centuries. The city's very foundations, ancient brick and stone, are crumbling, slowly succumbing to the relentless embrace of the lagoon. To visit Venice now is to witness a breathtaking tragedy unfolding in slow motion, where beauty and loss are intertwined at every turn. It's a call to appreciate this marvel while it still stands. A fragile treasure in a warming world, a living museum whose future hangs in the balance. See Venice not just for its beauty, but for the urgent challenge it represents. A city fighting for survival, and a symbol of what we all stand to lose. Next, we travel to Istanbul, a city straddling two continents, rich in history and culture. Beneath its vibrant streets lies the North Anatolian Fault, one of the world's most dangerous seismic zones. A major earthquake is not a question of if, but when. Rapid, unregulated urban growth has left millions living in vulnerable buildings. Even the city's iconic monuments, the Hagia Sophia, Blue Mosque, and ancient walls, are at risk. Efforts to reinforce them are ongoing, but the scale is daunting. Istanbul's future hangs in the balance, its resilience tested by the ever-present threat below. To walk here is to feel both the weight of history and the tremor of uncertainty. In Naples, life thrives in the ever-present shadow of Mount Vesuvius, the only active volcano on mainland Europe and a constant reminder of nature's unpredictable power. The volcano's imposing silhouette dominates the skyline, shaping the city's identity and the daily lives of its people. The city's vibrant streets and ancient heart pulse with energy, yet are always under the silent threat of Vesuvius. Every corner, every piazza carries echoes of past eruptions and the knowledge that the volcano could awaken at any time. Over 3 million people live in the so-called dead zone, an area where evacuation would be a logistical nightmare. The dense neighborhoods and winding streets make escape plans complex, adding to the city's sense of urgency and resilience. Nearby, the restless Campi Flegrei supervolcano adds another layer of danger. Here, the ground shifts and steam rises, as scientists monitor the area for signs of increased activity, knowing that the risks are always present and evolving. Naples is caught between these two volcanic giants, its resilience and spirit tested by the ever-present threat of nature's fury. The city stands as a living testament to human determination in the face of overwhelming odds. To visit Naples is to experience a city that defies its precarious position with passion, creativity, and vitality. The people here embrace life fully, turning every day into a celebration despite the risks beneath their feet. Here, every meal shared, every festival enjoyed is an act of defiance and joy. A way of living that honors the past while refusing to be defined by fear. Naples is a testament to survival and renewal, rebuilt time and again after disaster. Its people have learned to adapt, to rebuild, and to find hope even in the ashes of destruction. The city's beauty and energy are inseparable from the danger that lies beneath. The volcano is both a threat and a source of inspiration, shaping the city's character in profound ways. This is a city where life and risk are forever entwined, and where the spirit of Naples endures, undaunted, passionate, and unbreakable. In the Balkans, Mostar stands as both a symbol of beauty and tragedy. The iconic Stari Most Bridge, once destroyed in war, now arches over the Neretva River, a testament to resilience and reconciliation. Yet, the scars of conflict linger: bullet-pocked buildings, economic hardship, and a declining population. Young people leave in search of opportunity, hollowing out the city's future. Mostar's collapse is not just physical, but communal, a slow unraveling of hope. To visit is to witness both restored beauty and ongoing struggle. It's a reminder that the deepest wounds of war are often invisible. In the sun-drenched hills of southern Italy, Matera's ancient cave dwellings, the Sassi, emerge from the rugged earth, forming a city that seems to have grown organically from the stone itself. These remarkable homes, carved directly into limestone cliffs, have stood for thousands of years, bearing silent witness to the passage of time and the resilience of human ingenuity. Once abandoned due to crushing poverty and harsh living conditions, the Sassi were left to crumble, their stories nearly lost. But in recent decades they have been reborn, restored and recognized as a UNESCO World Heritage Site, now celebrated as a vibrant cultural hub that draws visitors from around the world. Yet this newfound success brings its own set of challenges. The soft limestone is vulnerable, eroding under the relentless forces of nature and the constant footsteps of tourists. The very popularity that saved Matera now threatens its delicate fabric. Heavy rains can cause devastating damage, seeping into the ancient walls and accelerating decay. The ongoing work to maintain and restore these homes is both painstaking and expensive, requiring constant vigilance and care. As tourists flood the narrow alleyways, local families often find themselves priced out, their homes transformed into hotels and shops. There is a real risk that Matera could become a lifeless museum, its living traditions fading away. The challenge for Matera is to preserve its unique heritage and vibrant community, ensuring that the city remains a place where people live, work, and celebrate their culture, not just a backdrop for visitors. The city's fragility is both physical, in its crumbling stones, and cultural, in the traditions that risk being lost. To visit Matera is to witness a place delicately balanced on the edge, caught between the forces of preservation and commercialization, between past and future. Matera is a living monument, glowing with history and life, but its future remains uncertain, shaped by the choices of today. Its survival depends on protecting not only its ancient stones, but also the spirit and community that have always called these caves home. In Bulgaria, Plovdiv's layers of history, Thracian, Roman, Byzantine, Ottoman, are stacked beneath its modern streets. The city's old town is a vibrant showcase of its past, but much of its heritage is at risk. Decades of neglect and limited resources have left many historic buildings crumbling. Urban sprawl and new construction threaten to erase unexcavated archaeological treasures. Plovdiv's struggle is a race against time to protect its identity amid rapid modernization. Visitors are called to look beyond restored facades and see the fragility of its wider heritage. The city's soul depends on preserving its hidden stories. On the Atlantic edge, Lisbon dazzles with light and history, but its foundations are anything but secure. The city was rebuilt after the devastating 1755 earthquake, but the seismic threat remains. Many of Lisbon's charming old buildings are highly vulnerable to another major quake. Rising sea levels and coastal erosion now add a new layer of risk, threatening historic districts and infrastructure. The ocean that once brought Lisbon glory now encroaches on its future. To explore Lisbon is to walk through a city shaped by disaster and rebirth. Its beauty is tinged with precariousness, a reminder of nature's power. Experience Lisbon's culture and vistas, but know its survival is not guaranteed. In Pompeii, the past is frozen in time, streets, homes, and frescoes preserved by Vesuvius's eruption. But now, exposure to the elements is causing a slow second death. Frescoes fade, walls collapse, and invasive plants pry apart ancient masonry. The vast site is difficult to protect, and millions of tourists add to the strain. Decades of underfunding have left conservation efforts struggling to keep pace. Every year, pieces of Pompeii vanish forever, a gradual tragic disintegration. Visiting is an urgent mission to witness both ancient destruction and modern decay. Pompeii's struggle is a race against time to save a unique window into the Roman world. Its preservation is a challenge for all humanity. See it now before more of its story is lost. Far north, inside the Arctic Circle, Kiruna, Sweden, faces a unique crisis. Decades of iron mining have destabilized the ground, threatening to swallow the city. The solution? Move the entire city, homes, businesses, even its iconic church, 3 kilometers east. It's one of the world's most ambitious urban relocations, both fascinating and unsettling. Residents watch their old city disappear as a new one rises nearby. Kiruna's collapse is not into ruin, but into transformation, a sacrifice for economic survival. The process disrupts community and identity, raising questions about the cost of progress. Visiting Kiruna offers a glimpse into this unprecedented change. It's a city in motion, its future being rebuilt from the ground up. Here, survival means starting over. In Slovakia, Banská Štiavniča's medieval beauty was built on mining riches. Centuries of tunneling have left the ground beneath dangerously unstable. Subsidence and landslides threaten the town's historic buildings, as seen in recent devastating fires. The danger here is hidden, an insidious collapse from within, a legacy of the industry that built the town. Mapping and securing the vast network of tunnels is a monumental challenge. Banská Štiavnica is perhaps Europe's most at-risk city, its future resting on fragile foundations. To visit is to appreciate a jewel of history, knowing its survival is uncertain. The town's beauty masks a profound vulnerability. Its fate is a warning for all heritage cities built on unstable ground. Our journey through Europe's most vulnerable cities ends here. We've seen beauty, resilience, and the fragility of history in the face of nature and time. These cities are living entities, fighting to preserve their heritage and future. Their stories remind us that even the greatest achievements are impermanent. If this journey moved you, subscribe and help us share these vital stories. Until next time, travel safely and see the world with open eyes and an open heart.